So let's talk about doggies. It's really funny to me that as I post things online, uh, anything I post about dogs gets lots of attention. And usually after hearing about the dogs, people donate something. Uh, I think people like dogs more than people. And I can sort of relate to that because I'm a bit misanthropic, you know. People are really annoying, and so are dogs, but at least they're not as annoying, and they certainly aren't usually as mean. And my dogs aren't mean to people at all. However, they can be mean to each other, and they can kill other things. So let's talk about the dogs. I was gone for about 8 months, 9 months, over 9 months now, after the injury of falling off the roof and breaking my legs. And that means I just disappeared from 5 dogs' lives, and really 6 since another one grew up here and lives in town part of the time. So 6 dogs' lives, I just disappeared as if I was dead. And one of those dogs was a dog that really loves me a lot and is always with me when I'm walking around, is my guardaespalda, my bodyguard. And and that dog, when I went missing, a friend took photos of that dog in town looking for me, and the dog would go and sit and wait for me at spots. It almost makes me tear up a little bit because it's just the loyalty of this beautiful dog. She's a brindle color, and her name's Mayhem, which she's usually not that chaotic, but occasionally she'll kill stuff. So she's got a very big personality and a relatively small dog. And I was, of course, as these dogs were left alone as forest dogs. I mean, I had somebody come over and feed them, just dump food in a big box and leave. But they really had no human contact and no human leadership for 9 months, which is a great, experiment with dogs. Like, they're semi-wild dogs. On my end, I was missing them. They're like my kids. They're my team. They're the only beings I've committed to, And so I was missing them too. And I got back, and there's video of this. I was sort of expecting them to go a little crazier and be excited, but there was a little excitement, but not a ton. And really, now that I've been back, I see that they're much less people-focused. What I say is not as important. What I'm doing is not as important. And we've got a few other people here right now. And the dogs, I think, are slowly reconnecting with people. Because, we've bred dogs over, 10,000 years or more to be very much in tune with people. And these dogs just psychologically haven't had that. Coco and Boogie, in particular, 2 brothers that I adopted, they grew up with me, but then I went away when they were still young. And so they're still not that focused on me. Mayhem's sitting right behind me. That's nice to see. And then Shiva grew up in a family. And when I got back, she wasn't real focused on people, but now she's reconnecting a lot. And that's been nice to see as well. And I feel a special obligation to take care of her because she comes from the city. She's kind of a, city girl as opposed to a wild, crazy forest dog that kills stuff. Anyway, they're doing okay. Their health is fine. There was a flea infestation when I was gone. We gave them a medicine for fleas, and that seems to be over the flea infestation. They've gotten parasite shots, or pills, and they should get those every 6 months. I usually do them about every 3 years just because of the cost, and also because I don't. But, as I grow the Bosque again, that's another thing to put on the schedule is dog care. Because I've been very lucky that the dogs have done as well as they have with those little cares they get. Because they live in a relatively dangerous place. There's lots of wildlife. They eat lots of wildlife. If they find something dead, they'll roll in it or eat it or something. And there's some other dangers if they leave the property. They probably won't live to old age. It's a somewhat harsh environment, but they live a great life. They live very free. And at night they're out there smelling things and barking, and there's a lot of nocturnal wildlife as well. But I've been happy to see that they're reconnecting with the people because as I think about more people coming here, each person that comes, they usually connect with a particular dog. So one of the questions when someone's leaving, if I do a little video interview with them or something, I'll ask them, like, who's your favorite dog? And almost everybody has a favorite dog. And they pick one that they connect with more, and that dog connects with them. Sometimes the dog will walk with them to their house at night and guard them. So I like to see that dog-human relationship develop in such a positive way, as opposed to how it is for some places where, you know, people kick dogs and are mean to dogs. So yeah, that's the dog life. I often feel like a dog myself, and I'm adjusting again to the forest very slowly. And I really love just being here. This is how we're supposed to live, and this is how dogs are supposed to live. They certainly weren't made to be in apartments, trapped all the time, alone. You know, dogs are extremely social creatures. So that is my dog report.